Hi, hello. It's me again, coming to you. I thought it would be kind of nice today to escape from some of the thoughts and feelings that we might be having, and for the next 10-15 minutes, put on some makeup, enjoy the moment, and have a little happiness. So, just a reminder before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you here. Without further ado, here's some of my favorite summer makeup in 2020.
There's no need to worry, escape reality.
For me, I feel like summer makeup is all about the glow. Like it's all about a natural, bronzy / dewy glow from within. So I'm gonna go in and prep my makeup with a little bit of this Glossier Future Dew. And I have like literally, it's almost all the way out. I am going to have to purchase another one of these guys in just a second. But what I really like about this is there's no color. It really just like goes on my skin and it gives me a nice supple base. And because I have really dry skin naturally, it just kind of goes in and gives me a little bit of love, you know? And I like to apply it just right here on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead and my chin and double chin. A little tip, if you add a little moisturizer or some kind of priming base down here, it makes the makeup kind of blend a little bit easier down and it's not as patchy. If we neglect that area and we don't moisturize it, when we bring our foundation or makeup down, because we often do, it just can become really patchy and it's hard to blend. So give a little moisture to this area so that we can blend it all out. I haven't talked about this online yet, but this little palette is so teeny, but when I say it is the dreamiest little quad I've ever bought in my entire life, I mean it. This is the Rowan Beauty 1111 palette, and this is the first product I've ever tried from this company, and I will definitely be purchasing more of their eyeshadows. They are a clean and sustainable cosmetic company, and I just love the formula of these eyeshadows. All of these colors, obviously you can tell I've dug into all of them. And just a little side note, this palette was $44, I believe, which I know is a lot of money. But when you're thinking about quality, also the ingredients of products, the way that they perform, and just how really intricate and beautiful this is, there you are, and just how beautiful they are on the eyes, I feel like it's totally worth it. I actually purchased this quad on Afterpay, so I broke up those payments a little bit with that, but they're just so gorgeous. They're so worth it to me. I am just going to, because in the summer my eyelids tend to crease a little bit more because of sweat and humidity. So I'm going in with some of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, 16-hour Camo Concealer. This e.l.f. concealer is so great for a primer because it is very matte, and truly when I set this concealer with powder, my eyeshadow performs amazing and it doesn't budge. So I'm just going to apply this. Now I'm just taking a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I just take a little bit of product in the lid and apply to both of my eyes. It keeps my eyeshadow on when I'm, sweaty. Before I go in with my Rowan eyeshadow palette, I'm going to dip into this Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette, and I just want a little bit of a transition up here. So I'm going to dip into a little bit of ginger and also a little bit of credit. So now for my favorite product in 2020 so far, I'm going in with a couple of these shades. This shade called Situation has probably been, without a doubt, my favorite eyeshadow this year. I've used the heck out of this shade, but I also love this stunner over here called Hashtag. And this one, it's hard to tell, but it's got a lot of like pretty like shimmer and a little glitter as well. So this shade I find is so pretty, just like right here on the like inner corner. I love all of these. So First, I'm just going to go into my favorite shade, Situation, and I love this shade so much because it's got that perfect cool toned like taupe color, and it just glides on so easy. And look how pretty and metallic that is. These shadows definitely perform best using the fingers. It even says that on the website as well. So that is how I've been applying them. But like, look how pretty that is. It's so nice. I love it. This has just been my like favorite sultry summer bronze. Which is funny because usually summer bronze, when you think of that, it's very like it's like a warm tone. But I've loved this year playing with more of the cool tones because I've just find them to be so sensual and like kind of sexy. And I just love this shade so much. That's so pretty. I love these shades so much. So now I'm going in with this shade called Hashtag, and I am just going to, again, use my finger, kind of really warm that shadow up, and I am going to place it towards the inner corner and just kind of fan out. And this is going to give just a little bit of brightness right here to this part of my eye, and also give like a little bit of pizzazz, a little something. Let's blend that out a little bit. And so do you see the difference from like each eye? I just love having that little pop of like something special in the inner corner. It's so nice. I'm just taking my blending brush and going into this area and just making sure there aren't any harsh lines and that shimmer is just nice and blended. I love this shade right here. This is so pretty. It's just so, it makes such a statement. Oh, I love this eyeshadow so much. I'm just taking my eyelash curler and I'm going to curl my lashes before I put on my mascara. Now I'm taking one of my favorite mascaras ever. This is the Maybelline Colossal Mascara in shade Glam Brown. I just, these days, kind of prefer a brown color for my mascara as opposed to black. I think it's a little less harsh and it's a little bit more romantic, and it's just kind of been my vibe. Okay, and now for another one of my favorite products in 2020. This Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint, and it's so good. I originally bought it because it has SPF 40, so when I'm like outside taking a walk or getting a little bit of a tan in my yard, I can also shield the sun. So this formula is amazing. I'm just going to put it on. It comes in this little dropper-esque bottle, and it really is the lightest coverage. So if you like something that's super full, this I would say builds to about a medium. If that, it's really not a whole lot of coverage. It's more if you want a sheen to the skin with a little bit of pigment and also sun protection. How can you go wrong? So I just take some from the dropper and I just kind of put a couple little dots on my face. I start out kind of with a smaller amount so that I can build it if I want to. Okay, and then just taking my fingers and really like rubbing in the product, and I'll just show you, it just kind of melts into the skin so beautifully. Oh, and look at that sheen. It's just so pretty. And I just kind of very gently work that into the skin. I always apply a good bit on my nose because I need the most sun protection on my nose. And then we'll go up to the forehead. I just love the sheen and the look that this gives to my skin. Also, please don't mind my fingernail polish. I've been painting my fingernails a lot more in quarantine. And yesterday while I was taking a shower, this hand, I just got a little, I think I was just a little anxious in the shower and I picked off all of the nail polish on this hand. So I'm so sorry about that. So that's one very light layer and it's just the prettiest sheen. I think for summer, I just can't stand anything cakey in the South in the summertime. It's just too hot. I feel like I'm drowning in makeup and this foundation is just perfect. It's exactly what I need. Since I went a little bit more fun with my eyeshadow, I am going to just add a little bit more, just to give a little bit more coverage, and also a little bit down here. And again, just kind of rub it in. And now I'm just going to bronze up the skin, because what is a summer look without a little bit of bronze? I'm taking this bronzer that I've had for a hot minute, because currently it's the only cream bronzer I own. This is the, and I believe it's discontinued, but it's a Smashbox stick bronzer. The bronzer though that I would highly recommend for a cream bronzer are the new Fenty Beauty cream. They have cream cheeks and cream bronzers, I believe, and I have heard nothing but amazing things. So I plan on buying one of those once I have used up, because this is, this is almost out. So I plan on buying one of those once I've used up this one. And then with my brush, I'm just stippling that kind of more so towards my cheeks, just so it gives more of a sun-kissed flush. I'm just taking a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel and running that through my eyebrows. I just love the sheen that the Ilia Serum skin tint gives. Like, it's just so pretty. I also added a little bit of lower lash mascara. And now for blush, I wanted a little like romantic pop of color. So I am going into this MAC Glow Play blush, which I've talked about in videos before. It's an amazing formula. It's one of my favorite blushes of all time ever. And this is in shade Totally Synced. And it's just like this really flattering lilac shade. It's absolutely so pretty. I'm taking a It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush, I think is what it is. And I am going into this, and it is really pretty also applied with fingers, but I like how the brush kind of distributes the product a little bit better sometimes when I'm just wanting a light blush look. So I am just going to stipple that onto the skin, and you can already see the pretty like pinky purpley color it gives. It's just so nice and romantic, and I feel like it combined with the cool tones of that shimmery shadow, it's so flattering. I just love it. And just in case you haven't seen this blush before, the formula is so neat. It's like a really true like bouncy blush. So you can go like, it's so cool. And I'm also going in with a MAC highlight. This is in shade Double Gleam, and it is just this pretty little champagne shade. I've obviously loved this one a lot because it's hit pan. And it's just a very creamy powder highlight. I feel like compared to a lot of other powder highlights that can just look really chunky and not the most gracious with texture, this product is very, very beautiful combined with texture. I'm going to take my fan brush, kind of swirl her around, and just lightly kind of swirl onto my cheeks. We're doing a lot of swirling today. And you can just kind of see it gives the most beautiful champagne glow to the cheek. And just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to take a little bit of this and pop it into my inner corner, just for a little bit of light. There we go. So glowy. We love a good glow. Last but not least, I just want to talk about my absolute favorite lip product of 2020. I don't know if this was actually produced in 2020, but I discovered it in 2020. And it is the Revlon, let me make sure I get the name right. Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Shines. And they are, when I tell you they're the most amazing lip product I've used in a long time, they are. It is a balmy, very comfortable, pigmented, beautiful, shiny, just amazing. I feel like that Lady Gaga meme. Perfect, spectacular, miraculous. It is. It's all of those things. I have 3 different shades. I have a pink shade, a orange red, and also this true red. And I feel like the orangey red shade called Glaring Coral, if I have a picture of myself in it, I will put it here. It's amazing. It's my favorite shade in the entire collection. But with this particular look, I feel like we played a lot with cool tones. So I didn't really want to go in with an orangey, warm toned lipstick. So I'm going in with this true like fire engine cool toned red, and it's gorgeous. This is the shade Love Is On. Yes, it is. With this one is probably one of the more pigmented shades. So pretty. I love how shiny these are. Like, this is without a gloss. This is nothing. This is just the lip formula. It's absolutely beautiful and hydrating and amazing and perfect for summer. This is the shade Love Is On. And it's on, honey. That wraps it up for my easy, cool-toned summer glam sultry look. I hope that you got a little escape for the last few minutes and that maybe you could find some products that you'd like to try. And more than anything, I just hope that this gave you a little bit of peace and happiness for the last few moments. And I hope that you can take that and continue to have a really amazing day and an amazing week. I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.
To worry, you'll be my safety. We